and I see this brown smudge on the wall. I was like, wow, she really left footprints in the shower and she didn't even clean it up. Saw a hamster, and I know we wasn't allowed to have pets. Tumbleweed hairball's, I'm just talking about rolling past the floor. Every time you step out, it's getting caught on your sock. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as y'all can see by the title, I will be giving you guys my college roommate horror story. Before I get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified every time your girl posts. I was a sophomore, and this was my second year of college. I was ready for sophomore year. So around June or somewhere in the summertime, I applied for housing, because you know that's when college students are supposed to apply for housing. So I applied then. I submitted my application early so I could get the housing assignment that I wanted. It's first come, first serve. I submitted the application and I was ready to hear back from them and tell me where I was gonna be placed. Finally, sometime in July, I think, they told me, they emailed me, they said, hey, here's your housing assignment, and I was so happy. Then one day I was at work and I was about to leave, but before I left, I checked my Twitter. I saw that it said I had a message. I opened the message and it happened to be my roommate that texted me. It told me she was gonna be in the same house as me. So we're gonna call her Star. Star was cool. She messaged me. She said, hey, I'm gonna be your roommate. I said, okay, cool. Told her my major. She told me hers. Each other's interests and stuff like that. So it won't be, we have to do that when we first see each other on moving. But now we're just waiting on moving. Finally, it's moving day. I was so excited. I was packing up, putting my stuff in the car, ready to go. My mama was helping me. So finally, we arrived to school and I gotta check in and get my key. So I check in and got my key. I looked in my room. I see what kind of room I had and I loved it. I was happy because it was a lot of space. Like compared to a dorm room, that is a lot more space than what you are used to. So I start unloading the car. A couple minutes as I'm unloading the car, I see a girl and she's parked like very close to us, close to me and my mom. So I'm leaving the car. I'm carrying some more stuff in the house. As I'm carrying the stuff in the house, the girl that I see, she walking behind me. I was kind of taken back from looking at her the first time. She didn't have the average face of makeup on. So in my head, I was kind of hoping, not that I'm a bad person, it's just that, you know, it's human instinct. So I was hoping that she wasn't following me into my apartment, because that would mean that we were rooming. Well, follow me into the apartment. So we started talking and she introduced herself. We're gonna call her Skull. You will find out why her name is Skull in a minute. Me and Skull were talking to each other, each other interests, blah blah blah. And I asked her, I'm like, do you know where the other girls are coming? And she was like, what other girls? All I see is, and she names our two other roommates. And I was like, no, I thought blah blah blah, which is Water and Star, was our roommates. And she was like, no, well, it can only be 4 people, so it's just me, you, and our other 2 roommates. So as you know, colleges, they got housing portals where you go apply, and on that website you can also see who your roommates are. The 2 girls that I saw the first time, their names was not there no more. It was 2 other girls, which were my other roommates, was replacing Star and Water. So now that I found out that I got a whole new set of roommates, I was kind of confused at first, because I was like, I was just talking to her, now they my roommates. It really didn't matter to me because I didn't know them, so now I get to know some more people, I guess. Moving in, I'm just thinking about, what do I think? Skull. I'm almost done moving in, but I'm almost done moving in, and I would try to make sure that I got done as fast as possible. I had work in like next probably 2 hours, so I wanted to make sure enough was settled, so when I go back and I go back to campus, I wouldn't have to do as much when I got back. My mom comes to pick me up to go to work, and my job is about 30 minutes away from here. I have enough time to get on social media, text my friends, watch a video, all that before I get to work. While she was talking to me, she also mentioned that she sent me a friend request on Instagram, that she messaged me on Instagram, and I told her that I did not get her message. So on the way to work, I decided to go on Instagram, and I chose to like go through my messages so I could see what messages she's talking about that she sent that I didn't get. So I checked the request. Well, it wasn't her name. It was like a very, very creepy username I will not be mentioning because I just don't want to say that out loud. But she sent me a message, and here it is. As you can see, I did not respond because I didn't see it. It went straight to my request. The requests don't pop up like the actual direct message does. As I'm looking at the message, I decide to go on her Instagram page and take a look at her pictures. So I'm scrolling, and all I see is just dark filters, just very, very dark stuff. Really scares me. So this is what I saw on her Instagram pictures, and I was very, very scared at that point. Wow, I'm moved in with a totally different stranger than what I thought. I was just gonna get like an average girl like last year. The paintings that I'm seeing on her page and her captions just off the wall. Just like, I don't know what to think. Just on the way to work, just wondering what was going through my head. During that time, I only worked like 4-hour shifts. So after that shift, it was just 4 hours passed by. I was ready to go back to campus. So it was about 8 o'clock and I was heading back to campus. It was nighttime and I was going back to school at nighttime, and it's already dark in the apartment. Get back to campus, I did not tell my mom because I definitely know if I told my mama, I would not be able to stay in that dorm. It's like, maybe I'm just overthinking. I haven't even spent a day with her. I haven't even been her roommate for a day yet. So I was just trying to give her any type the benefit of the doubt. This is not what it seems like. Wait, my mom, see you later. And I go in my apartment. Once you walk in the apartment, you see the living room, you see the kitchen, you walk up like 2 steps, you see the apartment rooms. There's also a door before you get to the apartment. So I open the door, walk in, everything looked normal. And as I'm walking, her room is like right in front of me. So it's 1, 2, 3, which is her bedroom, and then 4, which is mine. So I'm walking up. As I'm walking up to like the doors, I see her door is open. And you know, that's not really, I don't know, her room was like way too open. How like you cracked the room. Her door wasn't cracked, her door was just wide open. I see her comforter set. It had skulls all on it. It had, you see this tapestry? They had like a big satanic star, just the whole thing. It was so dark. It was some lights like up here, but I don't know, them was kind of grimy. It was kind of like real dim in there. I saw a hamster, and I know we wasn't allowed to have pets. And I also see like skulls hanging down and like stuff hanging around the ceiling. I see a sculpture head sitting on the dresser, and I was just scared because I have to walk past her room to get to mine. So I'm walking up, and as I'm walking up, I see this big old painting. I see 2 big paintings, and the drawing was just right there. Like, you cannot walk past it without seeing it. I just look at the painting. I'm like, I was so scared when I saw the painting. I ran in my room and I locked myself in the door. I'm pretty sure I was the only one in there. I was too scared to like peek my head in her room. That was not happening. But I tried to make myself chill, so I watched YouTube. So I'm watching YouTube. I finally hook up the courage to go out there and just to see what my other roommates doing and see if they seeing the same stuff that I'm seeing. I knock on their room, did no answer. They answer the room because they wasn't there. So you move in, then you go back home for like a week, and then you come back. I forgot college students do that. So after that, I guess I just went to sleep that night. I kept the light on the whole night. So now that I know who she is, she seems like a cool person face to face, but like her decor and stuff like that, I don't know, I just get 2 different people. Like the voice and the personality and stuff, they don't really match the theme of her room. So I finally meet my roommates. They came back the week that classes started. As I'm talking to them, I'm like, hey, do you see the same thing that I'm seeing? So my roommate, she proceeds to tell me that she does actually see the same things that I'm seeing. And she actually had an altercation with her and her grandma. The altercation was that Skull was running around after she got out the shower. She didn't have no shower towel, and she was running around trying to get to her room with no clothes on. So her grandma saw her like that. She was instantly taken back. As she was telling me all about that, I was just asking her about, did she see the paintings and stuff? I can't remember if she saw the paintings or not. A few weeks go by, we all living together, and it just get worse and worse as the days progress. I take a trip to the bathroom. As I'm going in the bathroom, I see it's like water everywhere. Water everywhere. It's a dirty bath mat on the ground, and it smells like mildew in there. So I walk out, and I was just thinking, how? Why? Water was flooding the ground, and I stepped in it. I'm pretty sure there was some shower water, but I'm not thinking about that. Not even gonna think about that. I just leave. I used the other bathroom because that one was obviously filled with water, and I go about my day. So I come back to the same restroom to see if somebody cleaned up all the water, and it was gone. I decided to take a shower after this. Somebody mopped up the floor. I get my shower stuff, get my shower caddy, and I go to the restroom. While I go to the restroom, I pull back the shower curtain, and it is 2 big old big footprints on the shower floor. I was like, you know, college student, you cannot step your feet in the shower. If you don't get anything else for college, you gotta get shower shoes. You just gotta get shower. That is a golden rule. I see 2 big old footprints stamped, printed in the shower floor. I was like, wow, she really left footprints in the shower and she didn't even clean it up. It's just footprints. You can clean it up if you're gonna step in it, but that's just not. Looking around, I'm looking around. I still didn't get in the shower because I see these big old footprints. And as I'm looking, I see tissue in the drain. I see a big old hairball just sitting in the drain, and I was like, I can't do it. I don't want to get into it. But that's what I see in the shower. So I was like, I obviously cannot use this restroom. And as I'm walking out, I'm looking around and I see this brown smudge on the wall. And you know, my mind is thinking like, what is this? This is not okay. There's a brown smudge on the wall. So I look closely, hoping that it's not what I think it is. And I'm like, okay, it's not what I think it is. Makeup. We got 2 lights. I turn on the one that I can see the whole room in. I turn it on and I just see makeup smudges everywhere. And that's just not it. When I was looking around, looking at the walls, I look down and look what I see. This is the sink. I mean, that is toothpaste, a couple flies, and a makeup. To think I was gonna do a mukbang while talking about this story. So I'm looking like, wow, this is really sad. This is our sink already. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna, you know, remove myself from this situation. I'm using that bathroom. I'm not touching over there. But I look at the whatever that was. I look at it. My roommates, we got a group chat now. We just talking about it. We like, yes, we all on the same accord. If this woman, I don't know, tumbleweed hairballs, I'm just talking about rolling past the floor. Every time you step out, it's getting caught on your sock. But anyway, now we're just on the same page. You know what I'm saying? We now know we have to have a roommate discussion. So we all gather up in the front room. We're like, all right, this is what you're gonna say, this is what you're gonna say, this is what I'm gonna say, and y'all are gonna agree. Hey, this is what we're gonna say, that we gotta make this stop. Hey, we see grimy paintings all over the wall. We see these sculptures hanging off the table. I see this big old sculpture, and we was like, this is the final straw. It was a big sculpture, this big. It was just a big sculpture of a head with like stitches sticking out of it. So for some reason, she was painting that day, and we had to FaceTime her on Facebook. We FaceTime her on Facebook and she answers. She tells us how she's sorry about how she can't make it to the meeting, blah, 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 but we tell her what we need to tell her. First, we start off with how she gotta stop leaving the tumbleweed. Every time we walk out, it's just caught on our foot. So she was like, yeah, well, I'm sorry, you guys. I really try to pick it up every time I see one. And she was the only one with leaves beside her door. Every time we walked by, it would just be a whole bunch of leaves. But yeah, we also told her about the bathroom. She was like, yeah, I try to clean it most of the time, but I don't know, it just seems to get dirty so fast. She is the one in here messing up. Of course, she did not change. The hamster disappeared after like 2 months. So me and my roommates think it died. So after the hamster died, she got a cat. So after the hamster died, she got a cat. In college, on-campus apartments, on-campus dorms, and on-campus any type of housing, you cannot have no type of animal in the living area. She's hiding a cat in her room. My roommates, they was like, yeah, well, I haven't seen the cat, but you know, I saw the cat on social media. We found out she don't use soap to like not be here. Like, we don't want her as a roommate. So every day we'll come back, we'll be like, did you see the cat? Did you see the cat? No, I did not see no cat. That cat was not there. At least while we was there, that cat wasn't there. But I did eventually see it one day, and she did get in trouble for that. But it's like a whole other story. This video is gonna be. She also played very loud rock music. She yelled all night. I just rock music. After she got done, you know, jamming out or whatever, I think it's done. No. She snores. She snores like a bear. She snored so loud every night. They finally get in touch. They email school and tell school that she has a really big meeting to go to, and it could lead to like termination of her housing property. We thought they was gonna do something. It didn't. That did not happen. She did not go. She stayed the whole entire year. It never got better. One day I saw she had guests and the guests had to use the restroom. I walked by the restroom that I refused to go inside of, and I see the guest with a Clorox bottle in her hand. She was cleaning the restroom. There's just so much stuff about her. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I just don't see why the school would, I just don't see why the school would give us a quiz on who we want to be our roommate and who have common interests with each other. We just didn't, you know what I'm saying, have common interests. The other 2 roommates, they were great. It's just way too many things to like say, very detailed information, and a lot of more stories. So I probably gotta do a part 2 later. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on post notifications so that you can be notified every time I post. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.